Here we go, Miguel. Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1, public hearing, a regular meeting is now in session. The time is 6:01. We do have a quorum. The first item on the agenda is a public hearing. Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 will conduct a public hearing regarding adoption of the district tax rate for fiscal year 2016, beginning on October 1, 2015, and ending on September 30th, 2016. Is there anyone wishing to speak?
Anyone?
Lori, has anyone turned in a speaker form?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
If we have no one wishing to speak, we will now close the public hearing at 6:02, and we will convene into our special session. Item 2, consider and take appropriate action regarding Resolution 2015-0925A, adopting the budget for Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2015, and ending September 30, 2016. Do we have a motion or discussion?
I'll make the motion that we adopt the resolution 2015-0925A, adopting the budget for the Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 for fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2015, and ending September 30th, 2016.
We have a second? We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If there's not, I'll call for the vote. All of those in favor? It is unanimous. Item 3, consider and take appropriate action regarding Resolution 2015-0925B, fixing and levying Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 tax rate for debt service for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2015, and ending September 30th, 2016. We have a motion or discussion?
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution 2015-0925B, fixing and levying Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 tax rate for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2015, ending September 30, 2016.
Can we put that rate in there, please?
Okay, and the debt rate, sorry, because that's what we're talking about, is the INS rate is .0540.
20.
I'm sorry.
Is that correct?
I thought
0542.
Zero. Yeah. Okay.
So
I'll
5
second.
cents, .42.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Motion.
Well, did someone second?
I second.
Okay.
And Jim, okay, your addition.
Okay.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded. There's no further discussion. We'll have a call for the vote. All those in favor? It is unanimous. Item 4, consider and take appropriate action regarding Resolution 2015-0925C, fixing and levying Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 tax rate for operation and maintenance, including the portion of such tax rate to support the fire department for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2015, and ending September 30, 2016. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion that we adopt Resolution 2015-0925C, fixing the Trophy Club Municipal Utility tax rate for operations and maintenance, including the portion of the tax rate to support the fire department for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2015, and ending September 30th, 2016. And the O&M tax rate is .00472, and the fire tax rate in this is .07222.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. We'll call for the vote. All those in favor? It is unanimous. Item 5, consider and take appropriate action to approve Resolution 2015-0925D, approving fiscal year 2015-2016 tax roll for Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1.
I'd make the motion that we approve resolution 2015-0925D, approving fiscal year 2015-2016 tax roll for Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. There's no discussion. We'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
It is unanimous.
Do we need to say that amount of 1,616,007? Jennifer?
Yes, you can, if you'd like.
Okay, if you guys are okay, I amend it to that, to
Fine.
mention that number.
No objection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Item number 6, consider and take appropriate action to approve Order 2015-0925, establishing rules and regulations regarding sanitation and pollution control of the areas in proximity to district public water supply wells. Any discussion?
This was for TCQ action, is that correct?
Yes, the inspector came out, and we did not have a town ordinance or a district order for sanitation and pollution control in the buffer area around the wells. And so this will be, once this is approved, we will send this in. We do have to advertise this in the paper as well, because there is a penalty, and any penalty clauses you have to advertise in the paper. But we can send this in, and then it is the same as a city ordinance. It protects what can be built in the areas around wells.
So in short, there's not a requirement for a city ordinance anymore, correct? Or a town ordinance?
I think this is an absence of a town ordinance.
Right, so there, we don't,
Yes, we don't,
what we have already requested from the town and did not get an ordinance back, this replaces it, correct?
yes,
Okay.
they did not have an ordinance. So if we adopt this, it's the same as a city ordinance.
Okay, I make a motion to approve Order 2015-0925 to establish rules and regulations regarding sanitation and pollution control of the areas in proximity to district public water supply wells.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. There's no further discussion. We'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
It is unanimous. Item 7, consider and take appropriate action to award contract for mowing services to D&D Commercial Landscape Management and authorize general manager to execute all necessary documents.
Okay, this has been on the last, I think, 2 agendas, and we still haven't received anything from the town regarding termination of that portion of the ILA, other than an email, from what I understand, saying that they're not gonna mow it anymore.
Yes.
Is that correct?
And I did ask for a written response, and it's in your packet. Stephen stated that they will not be mowing.
But from my understanding, in ILA, that action has to come from the town council or the mud board, is that correct?
The ILA does require, any ILA, unless it specifically states that, it's delegated to a staff member, that needs to be terminated by the governing boards. And this specific ILA says that changes over, if it's to do with cost, I believe if it's over 25% change in cost, that has to be approved, and termination of the ILA or portions thereof have to be approved by the governing boards. But we have not received that. It doesn't appear that they intend on placing it on the council agenda, and we have to have somebody set up for mowing for next year, and the town has said they're not going to do it.
Okay, so I guess what I would recommend is that we draft something to terminate that, or notify the town that we're terminating the ILA based on those termination clauses, and reference their letter. Say, we understand you're not gonna mow anymore, so seeing that, we're gonna take action to terminate the ILA.
Or we could just send them a bill every month.
mean, I don't want two contracts, that's my whole thing. The ILA says that they're gonna cut the grass. Yes, they did send us a letter saying that they don't wish to cut the grass, and they will not cut the grass, and we
Well,
obviously,
The letter, the email that Stephen sent and the discussions were that, we were both in the middle of budgeting, and maybe after budgeting, he indicates that we could reevaluate this ILA because there's a lot of it that's outdated. I will bring this back to the October meeting, the ILA. That way you all can look at it, and I'll actually check off what's not done anymore in it because it is very skeletal. There's not much left of it anymore. And that way that'll kind of give me some direction of how you all want to move forward on it. So if you'd like to do that, I'll be happy to bring it to the October meeting.
okay, for us to approve this, for me to feel comfortable, I'd like to just direct you to send a letter that that's gonna happen based on determination of mowing the grass. We'd like to revisit the ILA. So with that, I'll make a motion to approve the award the contract for mowing services to D&D Commercial Landscape Management and authorize general manager to execute all necessary documents and also to notify the town manager that we will be revisiting the ILA to terminate the portion regarding mowing.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I believe that ILA has a 90-day notice clause, too. And, so, a simple email or communication from the town manager doesn't suffice. And, but for sanitary reasons alone, we need to have those areas mowed and maintained. So, I think our responsibility is reflected in Kevin's motion, but it's just that, if we're gonna follow an agreement, we follow an agreement. If when they want to terminate, it should be terminated in the way the agreement reads. So,
We just want them to follow the rules.
yeah.
Apparently they're not going to, so I guess it's gonna be up to us then to
Well,
terminate the ILA, huh?
We just have a responsibility, so I agree with Kevin's motion, that's why I seconded it, so.
You probably would have seconded it without that anyway, right?
I hope.
Is there any further discussion? If not, we'll call for the vote. All of those in favor?
Aye.
It is unanimous. Item 8, announce October regular meeting date for October 14, 2015 at 6 p.m. Is that acceptable to everybody?
Our actual next meeting is September 30th. So I just
Oh, this is the regular meeting.
Regular
yeah,
meeting.
but I just
Special.
want to remind people, our next meeting is September 30th.
Okay. The
And
next meeting will be September the 30th, which will be a special meeting. Our next regular meeting will be October 14, 2015 at 6 p.m.
And before we adjourn, I'd just like to commend the staff for doing an excellent job on the budget this year and with the appropriate information. It makes our jobs a lot easier. And also, that's for the entire staff because we know they've been working very hard lately handling other issues. And you can just see in some people's faces how tired they look. And again, we're committed, like you are, to customer service, but we just want to, I think as a board, let the staff know we appreciate their efforts and their good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. And Neil is, of course, speaking for all of the board. I think we all feel the same way.
Not me.
We're very proud of what everybody's done.
Not me, okay?
Yes.
Don't include me in there.
No, I won't till you get through. We had to have somebody.
No, I like everyone else appreciates their hard work, and as Neil said, I mean, the budget, very easy to follow, when there's changes, they can be changed instantly, and it really makes it a lot easier when everything is broken out into a spreadsheet. You can refer to another tab that actually goes down, drills down into, so I like the concept. We've been doing it for a few years, so it really makes it easy. But I do recognize there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes too, so thank you very much for
Well,
staff's hard
I'd just like to add, I'd like the general manager to communicate that to the entire staff, that the board's very appreciative of their efforts and hard work, considering they're doing a lot of other, dealing with a lot of other issues at this time, and just to let them know that we appreciate it.
I will, thank you.
Any other comments this evening? If not, we will now adjourn. The time is 6:17.
Ooh, is that a record?
No, I stretched it out just to make sure it wasn't.
Yeah. Thank you,
We had a
Miguel.
mud one meeting that lasted 6 minutes one time.
We had a mud too that lasted 3 minutes.
Well, I knew somebody was gonna have to speak since